goal is they hit ball, go first. Well.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's presentation of high school baseball on Wabash Catch TV. Today it is the Cisne Running Lions on the road at the Dieterich Moving Maroons in a non-conference clash. Of course, these two teams used to be in the same conference before Dieterich moved out several years ago from the MTC to the National Trail Conference, but they have retained their rivalry, and it's a good one, as both the Cisne Running Lions and the Dieterich Moving Maroons a good history of baseball excellence, and hopefully, well, I know we're going to see that today as head coach Nick Howard out there hitting fungos to his squad, the Running Lions, taking the field right now. They'll be batting first, of course, here today. My name is Bruce Dickey. The Dieterich Moving Maroons come in tonight under head coach Josh Crumweedy with a record of 8-7 overall in the fall baseball season and 5-3 in the NTC conference. And that's a solid record. Solid record. We saw one of their losses in the NTC just a few days ago here in Dieterich. Actually, I believe that was about almost a week and a half ago now. Time flies, boy, oh boy. When South Central came up here and knocked off Dieterich on a Friday afternoon. They have been up and down since then. I saw that they fell to topless recently, but it's kind of the way of baseball and high school baseball in particular. You've got to make sure your pitching's in place and you got plenty of hitting. For the Cisne Running Lions, they are playing somewhat of an abbreviated schedule this season, this fall season, as they've been dealing with some issues regarding the field. They are renovating the home field at Cisne. As a matter of fact, this game was originally scheduled to take place in Cisne. And early in I believe late August, whenever it was determined when the renovations were going to begin at Cisne baseball field. This game was moved up here to Dieterich. Of course, Dieterich with his great facility. It's the outstanding facility, and they're always always willing to help to take over, and plus you get a home game. That's good. That's cool. As the crowd getting here, since this may not have been on the original schedule, crowd's a little bit late arriving, let's put it that way, but I'm sure that we'll have a good crowd before the end of the action today. Good pitching matchup today, as it's a hitter versus hitter. Cole Nieberg will take the mound for the Moving Maroons. Cole's one of their big seniors, only two seniors on the Dieterich Moving Maroons. And he's going to go up against Hunter Callahan for the Running Lions. Hunter can throw some smoke.
Yeah, it's better.
We have seen that for certain over the course of the past 3 or 4 years that we've been watching Hunter down at Cisne. So we'll have the starting lineups for you, as well as the first pitch here from Dieterich when we return here after these words. Stick around.
Life is full of special times, and at Flora Savings Bank, we're here with you through all of them. Growing your family, finding that perfect home, taking that family vacation you've always dreamed about, or starting your own business. At Flora Savings Bank, we keep things simple. Our banking apps allow you to spend less time banking and more time with what matters most. Check out Flora Savings Bank 2.0 and get the best of everything. Caring bankers, great technology, and a bank that cares about community. Stop by the bank or apply online at florasavings.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel.
Welcome to the world of custom embroidery. Shirt Tales is here to service all of your embroidery and screen printing needs. From ball caps to teddy bears, we have it all. All custom made for your business or personal needs. We also sell Green Mountain grills and all the necessary products for your backyard barbecue. Call us today at 662-2451 or stop by 134 West North Avenue in Flora or visit us online at shirt-tales.net.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Welcome to Zinc Building Center. My dad and Ryan work here. They sell lumber, paint, doors, windows, plumbing, electrical, and much more. Oh yeah, they sell guns too. Zinc Building Center on Route 45 and Louisville. It's a cool place.
It won't always be new. It won't always be clean. It won't always be flawless. But it'll always be yours. So how do you know it'll be protected? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, take simple steps today. At Country Financial, when you're ready to start, we're ready to help. With auto insurance.
See me, Alex Atwood in Cisne, for your insurance and financial needs.
And welcome back here to Dieterich, the home of the Moving Maroons. And we're just about set for baseball. The umpires making their way to the field, and we will have the national anthem here in a moment. And then we will be underway as a beautiful day for baseball here in Dieterich. I think, well, I'll just go ahead and check. I'm thinking it's around 80 degrees, maybe not even quite. They, of course, Coach Crumweedy watered the field a little while ago. And the field's in great shape. The only a small error, he maybe didn't realize how much rain we got the other night, because he put quite a bit of rain of water over on first base, and then we tried to take the they tried to lay the stripes on the field, lined the field, and kind of got himself into a pickle, got into a little bit of a puddle, but everything's fine. It just takes things a little bit of time to dry out. The temperature here in Dieterich, a very pleasant afternoon, bright sunshine, by the way, very pleasant, 81 degrees and clear. They're giving 3 to 5 miles of an hour of wind, and it looks, if there's anything, it's going a little bit from left to right. So that really should not affect things very much whatsoever. Taking a look at the Cisne Running Lions starting lineup today to face Cole Niebergen. They'll send out Jesse Milner, their shortstop, batting first. Jesse, of course, a sophomore. He'll be followed by Gavin Featherling, the catcher, wearing number 15. Gavin's also a sophomore. By the way, Jesse wears number 8. Hunter Callahan pitching today for the Running Lions. He'll wear number 23. He is one of 4 seniors on the squad, or playing today for the Running Lions. He'll be followed up by another senior, Eli Hasselton, playing first base, wearing number 17. Batting fifth, playing center field, that's Connor Brack. He's a junior, wearing number 11. Second baseman, batting number 6, is Josh Tretour. He wears number 7. He is a freshman, relatively young on the infield. He's a freshman. He'll be followed by Colin Draper, a junior, wearing number 3 in the 7 spot for the Running Lions. Leighton Atwood will bat 8th. He wears number 12. He is playing left field. He's a senior. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Running Lions is Andrew Harrison. Harrison wears number 5. He is a senior, and he'll be playing right field this evening. We're pretty close to getting underway. Well, I thought we were going to have a national anthem. We may not have a national anthem. Sometimes you get one, sometimes you don't. That's, I believe we will have one, because the Running Lions are lining up. This is, I believe, Military Appreciation Week. I know that they are celebrating that down in at a football game, several football games this weekend. And the moving Maroons are on the field. The Running Lions are out there ready. We are ready for our national anthem. A fine rendition of our national anthem. That's a recording. Sounded like that one was recorded on a church pump organ type of thing. That's pretty cool. You know, hear You'll hear the national anthem on the church organ very often. Dieterich under head coach Josh Crumweedy. Like I said, they are 8-7. They have taken the field. Let's take a look at their infield at third base. It's number 5, the freshman Noah Dill. Freshman also at the shortstop position, Pete Britton, number 12. Austin Ruhal is the second baseman, wears number 4. Good number choices, by the way, for Austin Ruhal and Noah Dill as they're wearing their scorekeeping positional numerals. That's pretty cool. At first base, it's Derek Cool. He is a junior, and he wears number 33 for the Moving Maroons. Around the outfield, out in left, Corey Gephardt. He is a junior. It's all juniors in the outfield for Dieterich. Corey wears number 2. Dalton Will is in center field. He wears number 10, also a junior, and Blake Lane, also a junior, man's right field. Our battery tonight for the Dieterich Moving Maroons will be Cole Nieberge, senior starter. He is wears number 13, and he'll be pitching to Matthew Hunsinger. Matthew is a junior, and he'll wear number 7 tonight for Dieterich. We're just about ready to get underway. Stepping up to the plate is Jesse Milner, and we are all but ready to get underway here on this gorgeous evening in Dieterich. The sun setting to the west. It'll be really not much of a bad sun field for anybody. Maybe just a little bit for the right fielder, or potentially the first baseman tonight on a pop-up, but that'd be about all. As umpire asks for first pitch, and the first pitch is up and away. We are underway here in Dieterich, Cisne and Dieterich. Jesse Milner, the leadoff batter for Cisne, he pops it up. That heads to the, well, it was on the second base side of the bag, but Pete Britton will track it down anyway for the Moving Maroons for the first out of the inning. Brings in Gavin Featherling. For Cisne. Gavin catching tonight. Big high one on the first pitch. .320 feet to left field to the fence as that ball's popped foul out of play. 320 feet to left, 315 to right. Shortest part of the park would be in deep right. Center field is 350. And the power alleys, right side 340, left side 345. 1-2 the count against Featherling. On deck is Hunter Callahan. He's a threat to hit it out of just about any park, no matter the length of the fences. As that one a bit high. Cole Nieberge I think he's thrown 3 balls out of his 7 pitches tonight, and they were all way high. And that ball is banked over the top of the shortstop into left field. And that'll be the first hit of the evening coming from Gavin Featherling. Brings in Big Hunter Callahan with a man on base. It's a non-conference matchup between these two squads. Originally scheduled to be played in Cisne, had to be moved. Not only are they carrying out the infield in Cisne, they are also, I believe they're going to put up a new backstop, or moving the backstop, or doing some work on the backstop. I think They're going to put up the netting like you see at a few places. That's what I'm understood. That's what I'm understanding. Let's put it that way. I may be wrong. Steve Reich from Nieberg makes the count 0-2. This is power on power right here. He takes a look over there to first base. Don't expect Featherling to run. He's a catcher. That ball bounced off the hand of the first baseman. Gathered by Ruhal, and he'll throw out Callahan. But that would have been, that was a smoked. It took an odd bounce. We're going to have to call that 3-4-3 for the second out. Featherling will advance to second base. Man in scoring position for Eli Hasselton. I was saying Featherling being a catcher, probably not that large of a threat to steal a base, but you never know. And Pete Britton's keeping him close over there nevertheless. Swing and a miss for Hasselton. Evens up the count 1-1. Both of these teams a game over 500. Dieterich has, under Coach Crumweedy, have just scored, played a few more games. Nick Howard and his Cisne Running Lions, only 5 games so far this season. But the spring baseball season is the one that probably counts more for Cisne now, as the Midland Trail Conference no longer has a conference championship in the fall season like the National Trail does. National Trail will award their baseball conference champion in the fall. Two and two, count even against Hasselton. The fastball is out and low and away. Outside, low and outside. Fills the count 3-2. 2 outs. You got to figure Featherling will be off on the crack of the bat. And there he goes. Ball is a base hit through the right side. Featherling will attempt to score, and he will make it without a throw as it's cut. So, single and an RBI for Eli Hasselton. Cisne jumps out 1-0 here in the top of the first inning. That'll bring in Connor Brock. Connor's a junior, and he's playing center field tonight. First pitch a smidge outside. See if Eli Hasselton thinks about running over on first base. Nieberg, are you paying us some attention to him? There's a pitch a little low. Ball 2. This is just the first inning of play. Cisne has jumped out on top, 1-0. After Brock would be Josh Tretour if he gets on. Throw over, not in time. 2 outs, 2-0 the count. Next one to Brock. There he gets the high part of the strike zone. And you got to figure Connor was just going to make him throw till he found the strike zone. There's foul ball or strike 2. Evens the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Not quite Deuces Wild, but close. And the next from, well, he throws over. Did they get him? No, Hostleton's back safely. Cole Nieberge trying to stem the damage. That's a ball up high. Throwing a lot of pitches too. He's been full count on the last couple of hitters. Hostleton went ahead and poked one into right. And Brock will knock it to the right side, but foul. Count remains full. Hostleton heads back to first base and will reset. 2 hits so far in the inning. 1 run in. Off goes Hostleton. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, first strikeout of the game for the Moving Maroons senior. Cisne, however, comes up with a run on 2 hits, 1 left. We'll be back after this. Country Roads Realty goes the extra mile to take you home. Managing broker Jessica McCleary, along with Terry Weedman, Judy Reed, and Brandon Klein, bring commitment, integrity, and results, as well as 21st century technology to the business of real estate. Virtual house tours are always open at countryroadsrealty.net. Call Country Roads Realty at 842-SOLD and give Country Roads the chance to earn your business and to add you to their long list of satisfied clients.
I'm a bunch of wind, and just like your stomach after that strip mall sushi, I'm a bit unpredictable. Let's redecorate. What's the matter, Tanya? I thought you loved being spontaneous. And if you got the wrong home insurance coverage, I might break the bank too. So get Allstate.
Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. In Salem, call Brandy Drinkpool.
And welcome back to Dieterich as the Moving Maroons get set to take their first hacks at Hunter Callahan. Hunter, the senior pitcher for Cisne. Hunter's got some mustard on that arm. I tell you what, he can really throw it hard when he puts his mind to it. And I got to tell you, I've only seen Hunter put his mind to it. He is a hard thrower. And he will be facing a lineup, starting with Pete Britton at shortstop, wearing number 12. Dalton will follow. He's the second or the center fielder, wearing number 10. Cole Nieberge in the third spot, the pitcher for the Moving Maroons. Cleanup be Matthew Hudsinger, the catcher, wearing number 7. Derek Kuhl, number 33, first baseman in the 5-hole. It'll be Blake Lane on the right fielder in the 6th spot, where's number 6 for Dieterich, as the first pitch is a ball outside. Lucas Hall, the DH, will bat next in the 7-hole, number 14. Followed by Austin Ruhal, second baseman, number 4. And rounded out by Corey Gephardt, right fielder, wearing number 21. 0-2 the count as, check that, that's 2-0 the count. I was looking at the wrong sign. 2-0 the count, now 2-1. First strike from Callahan. That ball popped up on the infield. Callahan makes a running backwards grab on it for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Dalton Will. Taking a look at the Cisne Running Lions defense across the infield. Junior Colin Draper over at third base, wearing number 3. Jesse Milner, the sophomore, number 8, as the shortstop. Freshman Josh Tretour will be at second base. And Eli Hasselton on first. That ball got a little bit away from Hunter Callahan, and Dalton will probably think a little harder about stepping into the batter's box. That was a muy interesante. High and over his head, but not high enough probably for Dalton. Eli Hasselton at first. Where's number 17? Dieterich, strike 2. Check that, strike 1. My bad. 2-1. And that that pitch bounced out or knocked out of play. Good hard pitch. I tell you what, it's tough to turn that one around as much heat. That's kind of what they call a heavy fastball. Swing and a miss. Dieterich 3 for Dalton Will. Took his cuts, but on the wrong end of that one. Next up will be Cole Nieberge, the big senior for Dieterich. Swinging through that one, it's going to be strike 1. 1-1, the count to Nieberge. I think it's undeniable these two players facing each other, pitching and hitting. I think could probably be considered the cream of their team's crop. Both the boys try hard. Good players. 2-1 the count. Outside ball 3. Next to Nieberge, 3-1. Strike 2. Oh, say the Dieterich fans. Doggone it. The next from the wind is knocked into center, and making the play is Connor Brock for the Running Lions for the third out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Dieterich. Will move to the second. Cisne coming back up, leading 1-0.
At Back & Body Works Chiropractic, we help you feel better naturally. We can help your whole family from newborns to the elderly. We offer auriculotherapy for smoking cessation and appetite control. We use acupuncture to improve health and well-being in the mind and body. We offer high-quality herbal supplements for adults and children, as well as CBD oil. We also offer exercise classes for women of every age, size, and fitness level. Stop by and see us on the square in Louisville.
Call my mommy.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop. And welcome back to Dieterich, the home of the moving Maroons. We go to the top of the second inning. Cisne leading 1-0, and they'll send up their 6, 7, and 8 hitter, Josh Tretour, followed by Colin Draper, the third baseman. Then Leighton Atwood, left field. Final instructions for the infield from Cole Nieberge. He's got a young infield, a couple of freshmen, a sophomore, and a junior. It's a young team for Dieterich. Only 2 seniors on the roster. Swing and a miss, straight through there on Josh Trotur's first. As a matter of fact, we've seen here on Wabash this fall, we've seen both these teams play South Central. Both of them fell to that rugged South Central Cougar squad. As Nieberge is basically getting the ball back and rocking and firing. He's not waiting very long. Top of the second inning. There's ball 3. 3-1 to Trotur. And the next from Cole Nieberge to the leadoff hitter. He's got himself behind. And ball 4. Trotur takes his base. Leadoff walks, anybody will tell you, leadoff walks are about as, well, they're very bad. You don't want to do that. Colin Draper will step in next. Third baseman. Got a man on first. That ball popped up, and is there going to be a play? Doesn't appear as such. Colin Draper at third base. He's a junior. For Cisne. Cisne in their gray uniforms with blue numerals and orange trim around them. Swing and a miss there for Colin Draper. And gray uniform pants as well. And there's another one fouled out of play off to the left side. Draper spraying the audience. This is probably the last full week of fall baseball, as the Moving Maroons will have their conference tournament next week. That ball over the head of Noah Dill, and it's going to be a base hit. Heading to third will be Trotur. As the ball might have been mishandled a little bit out in left field. Third hit of the game for Cisne. Nobody out. Men on first and third. Leighton Atwood coming to the plate for the running Lions. Atwood, the left fielder. He's a senior. Awaits the first from Nieberge. Looking for the old move to third, fake to third, throw to first play. Did not work. You see that from time to time. Heading to second. And cut the throw home. Not in time, so the double steal works for the running Lions. Colin Draper stole second. That on the throw from Hunsinger. Trotur sprinted home and slid in safely for the second run of the game. 2-0 Cisne. Man in scoring position with nobody out. They have one out on the scoreboard. I don't believe that's correct. 0-2 the count. And there is strike 3 on Atwood. Second strikeout of the game for Nieberge. First out of the inning. We'll bring up Andrew Harrison. Andrew playing right. He's a senior, wearing number 5. Swing through a high one there. You might want that one back. As Cole Nieberge has been pretty good today, but just a little bit high when he's been missing. And there's strike 2. Harrison finds himself in a pickle here in this second inning. Milner on deck, followed by Featherling. If it gets there. That was high and in. 5 players went to the plate in the first inning. Harrison the 4th here in the second. A run in. And 1 out. And 2 outs. Now they had the some of the Dieterich players thought that was the 3rd out too. That's 2. That's what happens when you look at the scoreboard instead of looking at the umpire. Jesse Milner wants his turn at bat. Because he's got a duck out there on the pond in Colin Draper. First pitch is ball 1 high. We're in the top of the second inning. Cisne has scored once in each inning. Nieberge takes a look behind. Now throws home. There's a good pitch. On the inside corner. Milner let that one go. I don't think had he swung at it, he'd been able to get to it. Best pitch of the day. A little bit high. That curve didn't come back down and through the zone. That makes it a 2-1 count. Two outs here in the top of the second inning. That ball knocked foul out of play to the right side. Well, that didn't hit my car, did it? It didn't sound like a gray Yukon, did it? I need to learn where to park. 2-2 the count. Man on second base. That's Draper. That's Milner at the plate. Puts another one out of play. It's kind of intriguing watching the moving Maroons head toward the dugout with only 2 outs. Colin Draper was about to head to his position at third base, and Nick Howard went AP over there. Go back, go back, go back. Count is full. 3-2. 2 outs. We'll see Draper on the move again. There's a base hit to left. Draper will head to home. The ball mishandled, and now the throw in is not in time. Cisne with their second run of the game on a base hit from Jesse Milner. So 4 hits so far for the running Lions. Draper will pick up the RBI. Pardon me, Milner picks up the RBI. Nobody got an RBI on the second run, the Trey Tour run. That was on a double steal. Gavin Featherling to the plate. 2 outs. Runner goes, ball's fouled out of play. Cole Nieberg has his baseball. He's ready to throw. 0-1 the count to Gavin Featherling, the catcher for Cisne. He got a base hit his first trip. Throw over, not in time. Featherling with a hit, and he scored on the Hosselton single later in that first inning. Milner now a 1 for 2, by the way, over at first base. He flew out to the shortstop on his first hit. Now he runs. The throw is in time for the out. So caught stealing Jesse Milner, but on 2 hits and no errors, 2-run score for Cisne. They lead going in the bottom of the second, 3-0. Back after this.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Welcome back to Dieterich here on Wabash Catch TV. Cisne leads Dieterich as we move to the bottom of the second inning. 3-0. Temperature has fallen off a couple of degrees since we started play here about a half an hour ago. As the moving Maroons under head coach Josh Crumweedy will send up Matthew Hunsinger, the catcher. He'll be followed by Derek Kuhl, first base, and Blake Lane, right fielder. Hunsinger, Kuhl, and Lane. Hunter Callahan faced the minimum on his first go-round, pitching the first inning.
And there was a couple, we were here when he played South Central too, so that game would be even go back and watch.
Hunsinger will head to the plate, left-handed hitter. Right-handed catcher. First from Callahan on the way and way outside. Let's see, occasionally with what you'll see with Hunter Callahan, he'll do a little overthrowing and the ball will go elsewhere. That one fouled out of play. Matthew Hunsinger. He's a junior. His first plate appearance versus Callahan tonight. And he'll watch strike one go through, make that strike two go through after that foul ball. And the next pitch is low and in. That'll be ball two. 2-2. Curveball a little bit low. And Callahan goes full to Hunsinger. I had him 0-2 or 1-2. Oh! And that'll be a walk. That one bounced in front of the plate, bounced up and hit Featherling. First base runner for Dieterich will be Matthew Hunsinger. Reaches on a walk. Callahan fires over. Not in time. Next from the big senior pitcher home is a foul ball. Just barely outside at the third base line. Coach Crumwitty didn't move. Figure if you move, the umpire's going to think, well, yeah, that's close to you. That must be foul. Throw over and not much play. It's you got to see that Matthew Hunsinger's getting a lot of help from his bench. Heard about half that crowd down there yell, back. That ball poked out to right center and coming in on that will bounce in front of Andrew Harrison. So Dieterich, first hit of the game, they are causing some trouble. Nobody out here. Men on first and second for the moving Maroons. They'll bring in Blake Lane. He's a right fielder. And the first from Hunter Callahan is knocked behind second base. And this time Harrison will have it. The throw in is not in time, standing on the bag, Hunsinger. First out of the evening recorded by Andrew Harrison. That'll bring in the DH, Lucas Hall, the other senior on the Dieterich moving Maroons. He and Nieberge. That was fouled off the plate and back.
Come on, Louis. Pick it up here. One out. One out. Come on, Louis.
3-0 to score. Dieterich threatening. Men on first and second with one out here in the bottom of the second. That ball swung on and missed. Strike two. Wild pitch will get away from Featherling. And the runners move up. So two men in scoring position now for Lucas Hall. Hunsinger at third, Cool at second. Over the top of the pitcher. Nice stop by the shortstop and can't gather. One run will score. Jesse Milner got a glove on it, stood up to fire and couldn't get it out of his glove. Be an infield hit for Hall as Hunsinger will score. Cuts the lead to 3-1. So Callahan now to face the second baseman, Austin Ruhl. It's a smidge outside on that first ball. 3-1 the score. Bottom of the second inning. Bit inside on the second one. Callahan a couple of pitches away from loading the bases. That ball poked out to right, and it's going to drop for a hit into score. Well, it's not going to drop for him. It'll be a fielder's choice as Lucas Hall had to wait to kind of see if it was going to be a hit or not. And Harrison's able to get it in time. So fielder's choice for Ruhal. He's at first. 9-4 the put out. Second out of the inning. But Cool does score. And we'll make the score 3-2. So 2 runs in for the moving Maroons. On 2 hits, a walk, and a fielder's choice. Swing and a miss. Corey Gephardt, the left fielder. Gephardt is a junior. Way outside. First ball. 1-2 the count now. To Gephardt. He steps in to look for the next from Callahan. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 runs, however, come in for Dieterich. 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 man left. No errors after 2 innings. It is Cisne 3, Dieterich 2. Back after these.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
So, kind of a back and forth game so far, as the Running Lions had a run in the first and 2 in the second inning. Followed up by the Moving Maroons picking up a couple themselves in the bottom of the second. We'll move to the top of the third. And Cisne will send up their 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Gavin Featherling, followed by Hunter Callahan and Eli Hosselton. First pitch to Featherling is ball 1. He pokes it out to right, deep right field, over the head of Blake Lane. He's on the run. Featherling takes a look at his coach. He heads to third. He'll be in there for a stand-up triple. That's Featherling's second hit tonight. He has a single and a triple, leadoff triple. And Callahan will come in with a man in scoring position. The first from Nieberger. Last time up, Callahan hit into a fielder's choice. Well, actually not a fielder's choice, grounded out off the first baseman, grabbed by the second baseman, and back to the first baseman. Off the glove of Derek Cool, or off the hand, actually, I think. And into the hands of Austin Ruhal, who threw it back to Cool. Ball 2 and 1 count. That one up and in. Inside corner. High and tight. 3-1 the count on Callahan. Callahan. A lot of power at the plate. And he bangs that one down the left baseline. Third baseline into left field. Run scores, Callahan still running. Throw to second base is not in time. Good throw right to Ruhal covering, but could not get the tag down in time. So a couple of extra base hits now for the running Lions. And they add to their one-run lead. They've led by as many as 3, now lead by 2. 4-2, Hosselton steps in. He singled his last time up. A lot of hits tonight for the running Lions. 6 hits already.
Hey, there's nobody, Leroy. There's nobody.
And the next to Hosselton is inside.
Hey, Leroy, there's nobody there. Nobody. Nobody.
Hosselton knocks a single through the right field hole between the first baseman and second baseman, and they're going to send Callahan to throw home in time. Callahan is out at the plate. Good throw. Good cut and throw. Hosselton stands on first. 3 base hits in a row, but just 1 run to show for it. Nine, 3-2 on the putout. Swing and a miss for Connor Brock. Brock struck out his last time at the plate. It's 4-2 Cisne. 1 out here in the top of the third. He fouls it down the right field side just to pass the Cisne dugout. The next from Cole Nieberge. Strike 3. Actually, that one needs to be backwards, doesn't it? That's the second out of the inning. Brings up Josh Traitura. Josh walked and stole a base his last time at bat. He actually walked and advanced to third on base hit from Colin Draper, and then stole home to score the second run of the afternoon for the running Lions. Nieberge paying pretty close attention. Hosselton runs, swing through, and no throw from Hunzinger. Hunzinger just figures, hey, let's just pay attention to the batter. Strike 2. Traitura looked like he was thinking about swinging at that, then changed his mind, and then changed his mind, and not enough time. 0-2 the count. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Swing and a miss, strike 3. But 1 run scores on 3 hits as the running Lions lead through 2.5, 4-2. Back after this.
it's time to let go.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
So through 2.5, the running Lions have taken a 4-2 lead. Scored in every inning so far. 7 base hits for the running Lions, but got a couple of kids erased on the base paths, including Hunter Callahan back there in the top of the third trying to score from second on a base hit from Hasselton that got to Blake Lane pretty quickly. Lane caught Cool, and Cool caught Hunsinger, and they caught Hunter Callahan at home plate by a long way. Callahan gave a pretty good effort at running through Hunsinger, but Hunsinger held the ball and got the out. Nice collision. Tells you baseball, while not supposed to be a collision sport, sometimes is. 4-2 the lead for Cisne. Dieterich coming up. Second time through the order. Pete Britton swings at the first pitch and flies out to Josh Trator, the second baseman. He's flied out on the infield twice now. Dalton will step in for his second look at Hunter Callahan. Struck out swinging his first trip. A bunt attempt, but pulls the bat back before the pitch comes through. And that one gets through, but nobody on base to advance. Our next action will be in Teutopolis on Thursday as Altamont travels to Teutopolis. That's ball 3. 3-0 the count now to Will. And Callahan has his work cut out to him trying to get back into this at bat. Teutopolis on Thursday. And Fairfield on Friday. Baseball on Thursday. It'll be, like I said, Altamont at T-Town. I think I saw T-Town's record like 15-2 or 14-2 or some number. Altamont pretty tough too. Will fouls one away. It's full count. Out of the wind. Oh, he hit him. Didn't intend to. You could tell that one got away from him as Callahan dropped his head. And that got Will probably in a soft spot. Hopefully it's either his lower back or lower than that. So with one out, man on first base for Dieterich. As Cole Nieberge steps in, the snap throw down to first base, not in time from Gavin Featherling. Cole Nieberge flew out to center field his first at bat. It was a it was a good catch, as he had Connor Brock on the run. Well, that was pretty tight inside, and it got him. Looked like it got him on the arm. So two runners on for Dieterich, both of them struck by a pitch. Dalton will move to second base. Nieberge up to first. One thing I've seen from Callahan over the years, he'll occasionally have control issues. He only has one walk today, but now he's hit the last two hitters. One out. Hunsinger will step in. He was the one walk. And that ball, a smidge low. For ball one. Next from Callahan. Comes back across. Nice movement on that one. It looked like a slider. It looked like it was coming toward the hitter, and it kind of turned in the air. 1-1 the count. That ball banged into left center field. A lot of room. Dieterich's going to score at least one. It rolls all the way to the wall. Will scores. Here comes Nieberge. The throw to third is not in time, and a triple for the catcher, Matthew Hunsinger. That's what happens when you put men on. As coming all the way around from second is Dalton Will, all the way around from first, Cole Nieberge. That ball went all the way to the wall. And Hunsinger is in scoring position with Derek Kuhl coming to the bat. We're tied up at 4. One out here in the third inning. The ball bounced down the right side and foul out of play. Sun's probably going to go behind some clouds here in a little bit. It may need the lights eventually tonight. It's a nice field. We've got about 8 light stands. That's a base hit to center, and it'll score Hunsinger, and the Dieterich moving Maroons will take the lead. On a couple of hit by pitch, a couple of base hits. Kuhl stands on first. His first RBI of the night. 2 RBIs for Hunsinger, 1 apiece for Hall and Ruhal. Blake Lane to the plate. He flew out to left his first trip. 2 hits thus far for Derek Kuhl. He got the first hit of the night. And the throw down to first. They were going to get him at second base. Derek Kuhl, they had him picked. And he's going to be caught stealing out at second. 2-3-6 for the second out. And Blake Lane will remain at the plate. 0-1 the count. 0-2 the count. Check that 1-2. Ball 2. 2-2. Nobody on now. Dieterich has taken the lead for their first time today. And that ball will make it a full count. Callahan's next is bounced too short, or pardon me, too second, grabbed and mishandled. Trey Tour, it took an odd bounce on him to start with. And then when he tried to pick it up after the odd kooky bounce, he couldn't get it picked up. E4. And the inning goes on. Blake Lane at first base, throw over. Well, Lane got down there to get on the bag and almost got picked off. Lucas Hall at the plate. That ball bounces past the pitcher, actually thrown off his glove, but got to be a wild pitch as high as Featherling had to go get it. And either way, it's going to send Lane down to second base. A triple, a single, a hit by pitch, a hit by pitch. And Nick Harrod's talking to his fielders. Just wanted to calm them down a little bit, I think. I think Callahan's still going to be pitching. As Lucas Hall awaits at the home plate. I think Coach Howard just want to settle things down. Hey, Hunter throw strikes is what he's saying. Hunter says, I'm doing my best. 1-0 the count. To Lucas Hall. He got single his last time up. He raced on a fielder's choice. That went up and in as well. Sometimes when you overthrow, you lose your grip a little bit early, and if you lose your grip early, that ball's going high and tight. That one poked foul, out of play. Two and one to Ruhal. And that one's ball three low. Man on second base, in scoring position for Lucas Hall. I think I said Root Hall. It's Lucas Hall. Got a base hit his last time up. And he'll take a base this time. So the seventh man of the inning, make that the eighth man of the inning. Austin Ruhal set to come up to the plate with men on first and second base. 3 runs already in here in the bottom half of the third. There's a strike one from Callahan. Ruhal hit into that fielder's choice last time. Actually would have been a base hit, except the ball bounced in front of the right fielder. Lucas Hall at first base wasn't running to second base because he had to wait to see if the ball was caught or not. And they got him before he got second. Another one down the right side, but this one will be foul. Kind of a hard luck fielder's choice last time for Austin Ruhal. He's the second baseman for Dieterich. They lead 5-4. Curve is a ball, a little bit outside. Got a little too much curving on that one. 2-2 the count. 2 outs, 2 men on. Deuces wild. That ball gets away. Full count. And Callahan trying to avoid any more trouble this inning. He's already given up 3. On 2 hits, 2 hit by pitch, an error, a walk. And strike 3 looking for Ruhal. But the damage is done as the Maroons score 3 on 2 hit by pitches, 2 hits. And one was a triple for Matthew Hunsinger, the big knock, and hit cool with the other RBI. So after 3, Dieterich moves in front, 5-4, back after this.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
The bottom part of the lineup set to come up for the running Lions. Colin Draper, third baseman, followed by Leighton Atwood. Leighton is playing left field today. And Andrew Harrison for the running Lions. New pitcher in for Dieterich is Pete Britton. Pete Britton, the new pitcher. And let's see, where'd they move Cole Nieberge to? Last time I was here, Cole played catcher, but he's going to move to shortstop. He and Britton just trade places. Nieberge pitches 3 innings. Gets 5 strikeouts. Gave up 4 runs, all earned. 7 hits. And really kind of fortunate to get out of there with just 4 runs. Colin Draper, followed by Atwood, then Harrison. As Britton delivers. Foul ball will be strike 1, 2-1 the count. Yeah, usually you see 7 hits in 3 innings. There's going to be more than 4 runs scored. That ball is going to be a base hit in front of the right fielder. He throws over to first, but it's not going to be in time. And so a base hit to Colin Draper. That's his 2nd hit of the day. He got a base hit his first time up, scored the run. Scored a run on a single from Jesse Milner. First and 1-2, Leighton Atwood is a strike. Atwood struck out, swinging his first trip. Back in the 2nd inning. Draper a long way off. They get it. They threw over, did not get him. Colin playing with fire over there on first base. Cisne with those charcoal uniforms and blue numerals. Strike 2. Oh, and 2 the count on Atwood. Britton is just a freshman. Good little shortstop. Good little pitcher. It's the top of the fourth inning, 5-4, Dieterich up. Had a feeling this one was going to be tightly contested all the way. Swing and a miss. Atwood strikes out for the first out of the inning. That brings up Andrew Harrison. Harrison struck out his first time up. Throw over for Draper, not in time. He does what you're told. If you get back here safe, you stay on that bag until you either get time or the ball is gone. You just stay on that bag because you never know when the first baseman might deke you or hidden ball trick you or something like that. 0-1 the count to Harrison. Steve Reich, too, looking. Umpires have had a pretty good, consistent game. I don't think anybody's complained. That's half the battle, that's for sure. Not that it would do you any good. Probably would not do you. Probably do you poorly if one complains of the umpiring and throw over, not in time. High school sports. Cheer the teams on. You don't need to beef at the umpires and referees. You don't see a whole lot of that anyway. You'll see some of it. There is strike three looking. And Harrison will head to the bench. That caught the outside corner. And that's the second out of the inning. Jesse Milner will step to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Flew out to the shortstop and singled back in the second. As that pitch is up high. 5-4, Dieterich here in the top of the fourth. Cisne trying to put a threat together. Not much luck doing it as yet. There's strike one. Britton's next is a curve, comes back down. And running in on it to make the play is Blake Lane, and that'll do it for Cisne. They did have one base hit and stranded Colin Draper. So through 3.5 going to the bottom of the fourth inning. Dieterich leads Cisne 5-4. Back after this.
Are you needing to advertise or promote your business or special event? At Meagher Sign and Graphics, they can print and install laminated vinyl on all sizes of metal, PVC, and plastic sign material. Meagher's offers all types of vinyl options with professional installation on your vehicles, walls, and windows, or just about anything else you would like to be personalized. Meagher's also offers all sizes of PVC and mesh banners. Meagher's is now able to offer LED message centers. Stop in or call Kevin Blank or Danny King at Meagher Sign and Graphics for all your lettering and advertising needs.
In 1949, Morton Buildings constructed our first machine storage building to establish our bond with the farming community. Since then, our relationship has grown, and so have our product offerings. From the smallest specialized operation to the largest agricultural enterprise, we understand the needs of your business and continue to evolve to meet industry demands. Plus, when you build a Morton building, you're backed by the strongest warranty in the business. To learn more about the Morton Advantage, visit mortonbuildings.com.
Are you tired of searching high and low in those big chain stores to find what you need and deserve some royal treatment? Come to the King, Rural King in Salem. The friendly folks at Rural King will never leave you searching for those hard-to-find items on your list. Farm, home, sporting, automotive, and clothing. Oh, and did I mention we also have everything else, along with all of the quality brands that you deserve. Salem Rural King is a proud retailer of the steel product line. Your searching is over when you know the King, Rural King in
Hunter Callahan returns to the mound for his 4th inning of work. He will face Corey Gephardt, followed by Pete Britton, and then Dalton Will. Gephardt struck out his first trip to the plate. Britton and Will be seeing Mr. Callahan for the 3rd time. 8 batters came to the plate in the 3rd inning for Dieterich. 3 scoring. They left a couple. Those 3 scored on just 2 hits. Hunsinger, though, had a bases clearing triple after after Will and Nieberger were hit by a pitch. The first from Gephardt is a strike. Or first to Gephardt from Callahan, pardon me. Gephardt, left fielder, is a junior, and he squares to bunt it again. This one he knocks way up into the air. Out of play. Other baseball coming later this week will be in Teutopolis as the Wooden Shoes host Altamont on Thursday. Then on Friday will be football in Fairfield. The Mules host the old rival Carmi Bulldogs. Ball outside. Evens the count at 2 apiece. The next from Callahan is poked out into right, pretty deep, but enough room for Andrew Harrison to make the play for the out. First out of the inning. Britton will step in for Dieterich. P. Britton has flown out to the pitcher and then to the second baseman. Yet to get it out of the infield tonight. And that one is first pitch was a ball, and the second one is a strike. 1-1. The count to Pete Britton. And he bounces to the shortstop, nicely gathered. Throw across is in time. Milner to Hosselton. And there's out number 2. That will bring up Dalton Will. Dalton struck out his first time at the plate. Hit by a pitch last time, and that started the windfall for Dieterich. Two outs. First pitch to Dalton Will is a bit wide out of the strike zone. Will is the junior center fielder for Dieterich. And watch a strike one go past. It was a full count when it got Will earlier. And it hit him pretty good. There's ball 2. 2-1 to count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Cisne led through 2.5. They scored in each of the first 3 innings. Their 4 runs. 2 in the second and 3 in the third for the moving Maroons, and they lead 5-4. Strike 2 to Dalton Will. Full count, nobody on. Hunter Callahan looking for his second clean inning. As that ball's bounced up the middle, gathered by the shortstop Milner. He throws over and in time. So after 4, Dieterich holds on to their 1-run lead. It's 5-4. We'll be back after this.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Pete Britton back out for his second inning of work. He came in to start the 4th inning and gave up a leadoff single to Colin Draper and nothing else as he struck out a couple. Had one of them flown out to right field. Gavin Featherling has been difficult to keep off the base paths today. He's 2 for 2, including a triple. Single and a triple for Gavin. He'll lead off the start here of the 5th. He'll be followed by Hunter Callahan and then Eli Hasselton. So 2, 3, and 4 hitters up for Cisne. This is where Coach Howard wants his big men to step up. As that ball gets passed for ball 1. Been a fun game, back and forth. Pretty tight the whole way. And the next is strike 1 to Featherling. He looks down for the sign from Coach Howard, which would probably be get a base hit. I don't think Coach Howard's going to ask Featherling not to swing or maybe try to bunt for a hit, but you don't usually see catchers trying to bunt. He did attempt to steal a base earlier, but there was a foul ball at that on that pitch, and so that negated his steal. I think he had it though. 5-4, Dieterich over Cisne. That ball maybe nipped through. It'll be strike 2. Full count to Featherling. And he pokes that one out to left center. That is going to, oh, what a great catch by Dalton Will. I thought that might get past him, but Dalton Will covering a ton of ground. Put a star on that play. Heading to his right. Makes a great play on it. First out of this 5th inning. In steps Hunter Callahan. He'll watch ball 1 go past. Of course, high school ball will play 7, barring any offensive outbursts. It's a non-conference game for these two squads. Originally scheduled to be in Cisne today, they have begun renovations at Cisne High School. There's a high strike on 2-0, makes it 2-1. Yeah, the renovations on the infield and on the back wall. Well, not really wall, the backstop. They were wanting to wait till the season ended, but recommended that they go ahead and start. Swing and a miss, strike 2 to Callahan. Recommendations were made that they go ahead and start because they wanted to make sure that the renovations, the sod took hold for next year. Swing and a miss, strike 3 to Callahan. Boy, he doesn't get cheated, that's for sure. It's a second out, and Hosselton will step up. And Britton with a chance for Dieterich's first 1-2-3 inning. He gave up a hit in the 4th and then retired the next 3. Hosselton tonight, a couple of singles. Hosselton, a senior, swings and misses. Eli Hosselton, one of 4 seniors on the running lines. 4 seniors, 3 freshmen, a couple sophomores, and a couple of juniors. After this spring, Cisne's going to need some more kids to come out for baseball. Losing 4 seniors. 2-1 to count. But then you get those freshmen in from next year's class, the 2020 grade school class, middle school class at Cisne. Dieterich only losing 2 seniors, and they've got a slew of juniors and sophomores. As Hosselton reaches out, bangs it to the second baseman, knocks it down, the throw over in time. Solid defensive play by Austin Ruhal as that one just about ate him up. He took his time, gathered, and throws over for the out. So 3 up, 3 down. We will move to the bottom of the 5th inning with Dieterich leading Cisne 5-4.
Life is full of special times, and at Flora Savings Bank, we're here with you through all of them. Growing your family, finding that perfect home, taking that family vacation you've always dreamed about, or starting your own business. At Flora Savings Bank, we keep things simple. Our banking apps allow you to spend less time banking and more time with what matters most. Check out Flora Savings Bank 2.0 and get the best of everything. Caring bankers, great technology, and a bank that cares about community. Stop by the bank or apply online at florasavings.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
So back into the field go the running Lions, and Hunter Callahan back to the mound. He has pitched 4. Only 3 strikeouts today so far for Hunter Callahan. A couple of hit by pitches. Only 1 walk. But those hit by pitches proved massive. Only 4 hits given up. More runs than hits for Dieterich. That's where those hit by pitches came into play back in that 3rd inning. First got the first man out, flew out to the second baseman. Britton did, and then Dalton Will hit by a pitch. Cole Nieberge hit by a pitch, so men on first and second. Matthew Hunsinger bangs a 2-run triple, followed by Derek Kuhl with a single. And there is another hit by pitch. Second time for Cole Nieberge. Both of them glancing blows, but there's no fun either way. So Nieberge takes his base. Hunsinger will step in. He's the catcher. Hunsinger got a triple last time. He walked the first time up. He is the only player to walk today. Check that, 2 now have walked for Dieterich. Oh, 1 pitch will be a ball away to Hunsinger. Haven't been able to keep Hunsinger off the base pass. He's been very effective. He's the catcher. And he knocks that one to center, but right at the center fielder, Connor Brock, for the out. I'll tell you what, he's putting bat to ball today, but his triple went all the way to the wall back in the 3rd inning. First out of the inning is Hunsinger. Derek Kuhl will step in. He's got a couple of hits, scored a run. And watches one come in high and tight. Gets out of the way, gets back in, says, I know you didn't mean that. 5-4 the score here. Dieterich on top. Bottom of the 5th inning. Dieterich would like to throw another run or 2 up there. Cisne just as well not. That one gets away from Featherling, but no, not far enough for Nieberge to do anything. So 3-0 count. And Callahan will come through with strike 1. For the score. Cisne scored in the first 3 innings. That ball's popped up and going to get out of play. Makes the count full, 3-2. Cisne scored in the first, second, and 3rd innings. And Dieterich got a couple in the second, 3 in the 3rd to take the lead. On the run is Nieberge. The throw down is not in time. Also bounces away. That was strike 3, however, on the batter, Kuhl. He strikes out swinging for the second out of the inning. Blake Lane will check in for the Moving Maroons. You got Moving Maroons versus Running Lions. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Lane flew out to right field his first time up and then reached on an error back in the 3rd. And ball gets away and not far enough for Nieberge to do anything with it. From where I'm sitting at, it looked like it just glanced right off the umpire's mask or the catcher's mask. If it was the umpire's mask, which I think it was, he didn't move. Yes. Ball all over the place now. Featherling is working his tail off back there behind the plate. 5-4, Dieterich up. 2 outs. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Steve Reich, 3 as they'll throw down to complete the strikeout. So, after 5 innings, we're still in a tight one here. Locked up. It is Dieterich over Cisne through 5-4. Back after this.
Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full-service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel.
Welcome to the world of custom embroidery. Shirt Tails is here to service all of your embroidery and screen printing needs. From ball caps to teddy bears, we have it all. All custom made for your business or personal needs. We also sell Green Mountain grills and all the necessary products for your backyard barbecue. Call us today at 662-2451 or stop by 134 West North Avenue in Flora or visit us online at shirt-tails.net.
Appreciate you tuning in here today to Wabash Catch TV's presentation of high school baseball. The Cisne Running Lions at the Dieterich Moving Maroons. Let me give you a little information about tomorrow. If you're normally looking for the Cardinals on channel 630, which is normally what I do, you're not going to find them tomorrow afternoon. They're going to be on your internets. YouTube. That ball is poked out into left field. It's foul. Foul ball from Connor Brock. Now, one game a week, YouTube, like you can afternoon weekday games, will put a game on online. And they've done it once or twice to the Cardinals this year. They'll do it again tomorrow. So don't look for the game on television. He ain't going to be there. That ball bounces away. Top of the 6th inning, 5-4. Connor Brock struck out the last 2 trips. He'll be followed by Josh Tretour, who scored a run, struck out in the 3rd. And then Colin Draper. Swing and a miss for Brock. He's in the hole, 1-2. Top of the 6th inning. Running Lions picked up 1 in the 1st, 2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd. But unable to score more runs on their voluminous number of hits. They had 7 hits in the first 3 innings, only able to score 4 runs. And a couple of runners extinguished on the base paths. Hunter Callahan earlier tried to extend a double to a triple. Next one is Steve Reich, 3 outside of Brock. His 2nd time looking tonight. He is going to go home and say, doggone it. I need to get that bat off my shoulder. 1 out. Cisne running out of outs. They're down by just 1 run, so you can turn it around at any time. First pitch is a strike on the outside corner. To Josh Tretour. Just a freshman. He watches that one go outside. Umpire's been calling a pretty consistent strike zone all evening long. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Cole Nieberg started the game for Dieterich, gave up 7 hits and 4 runs, and Pete Britton, the freshman, came in the 4th inning, started the 4th inning. And since then, it's been lights out. He gave a hit up to the first hitter he saw, and no one else has reached base. That was 7 hitters ago. Colin Draper got a base hit back in the start to 4th inning, and he was left on base. Got a nice changeup. That was the fastball. He's just a freshman, Pete Britton. And that one's high. Trey Tour will take his base. All the Dieterich fans are saying, Bruce, you jinxed him. Why are you doing that? I didn't mean to. The jinx does not exist. Broadcaster's jinx is a myth. Colin Draper will step in with 1 out. Swings and misses. They show 2 outs on the board again, but that's incorrect. Now they've corrected it. Shadow's getting long. Britton's next is a beautiful. That's a beaut right down the middle. A little bit of movement there at the end. And Draper, who got a hit his last time up against this pitcher, saying I'd kind of like to take a swing at that one. 0-2 the count. Next from Britton. Fouled out of play. Top of the 6th inning, 1 out. Cisne with a man on first. They need more base runners. There he goes. The throw down to second is off the glove of the second baseman. So a stolen base for Trey Tour. Puts a man in, puts the tying run in scoring position for the running Lions. On deck's Leighton Atwood. And Draper watches strike go past. Strike 1. Pardon me. This is Leighton Atwood. Draper struck out. Draper struck out on the steal. My bad. Atwood out now in the hole 0-2. And Britton is putting together a pretty nice outing. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that'll do it for the Lions this inning. They're running out of outs through the top of the 6th inning, through 5.5. It is Dieterich 5, Cisne 4. Back after this.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hunter Callahan heads back out for this top of the bottom of the 6th inning. Callahan's picked up 5 strikeouts tonight pitching. I'm not sure where he is on pitch count, but he's relatively close, I'll bet. You're permitted 105 pitches, as he'll face the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for Dieterich. Lucas Hall, followed by Austin Ruhal and Corey Gephardt. Hall's last trip, he walked and was left on base back in that 3rd inning. So the first to Lucas Hall here in the bottom of the 6th inning. It's on the way, and he bounces it to the shortstop, picked up, throw across is in time. Jesse Milner stuck with it and throws out Lucas Hall. Boy, that was a nice play by Milner for the first out of the inning. Austin Ruhal will step in. He struck out his last at bat. Hit into a fielder's choice the first time. And swings and misses. Yeah, Ruhal had that bad luck fielder's choice back in the inning number 2, where the ball was in the air, and Lucas Hall didn't know how far to go between first and second base because he didn't want to get caught off base in case Harrison caught it. Right back to the pitcher, and he gathers, throws across for the 2nd out. Callahan to Hasselton. Bet that one's been said a few times over the years. 2 seniors there for Cisne. Six strikeouts now for Callahan. He's only given up 4 hits. But there have been 5 runs scored on those 4 hits. And his last runner on base was Cole Nieberge back in the early 5th as he reached on, was hit by a pitch. There's a strike to Corey Gephardt. Asking the umpire for clarification. Now, would that have been a strike had I had I got my baseball bat out of the way? Blue says yes. 1-1, 2 outs. Curveball. Uncle Charlie finds a home. 1-2. And Dieterich holding a 1-run lead would like a little insurance. Still that chance as there's the ball 2. 2-2 now. 2 outs to Corey Gephardt. And that was going to be strike 3 had Gephardt not gotten a bat on it. Sun now under the clouds and back into, away from the clouds, creating quite long shadows. The next from Callahan is a bit outside. He overthrew that one a little bit and fills the count. 3-2. If you're wondering, looking ahead, it'll be the 9, 1, and 2 hitters for Cisne. That ball bounced to second base, gathered by Trey Toure, throws over in time for the out. So Callahan settles down for the last 3 innings. Nobody scores for Dieterich in the 4th, 5th, and 6th, but they go into the top of the 7th, needing 3 outs for the win. They lead 5-4. Back after this.
Welcome to Zinc Building Center. My dad and Ryan work here. They sell lumber, paint, doors, windows, plumbing, electrical, and much more. Oh yeah, they sell guns too. Zing Buildings tonight on Route 45 and Louisville. It's a cool place.
It won't always be new. It won't always be clean. It won't always be flawless. But it'll always be yours. So how do you know it'll be protected? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, take simple steps today. At Country Financial, when you're ready to start, we're ready to help. With auto insurance.
See me, Alex Atwood in Cisne, for your insurance and financial needs.
Welcome back to Dieterich. The Moving Maroons lead the Running Lions by 1 run, 5-4. And Coach Howard's going to send up Miles Levi to pinch hit for Andrew Harrison. So Levi to pinch hit. Miles just a freshman, as is Harrison. Freshman versus freshman here. The first pitch is a ball. 6 strikeouts so far for Pete Britton in his 3 innings of work, as that ball is a short grounder to the second baseman. He steps up, gathers, and throws out Levi. First out of the inning. Britton gave up a base hit to Colin Draper back in the 4th and a walk to Trey Tour back in the 6th. Other than that, he's been perfect. 3 strikeouts back in the 6th inning. Struck out the side. 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th. It's 11 strikeouts of the Running Lions tonight. Coach Howard can't be happy about that. They trail 5-4. Dieterich trying to put them away. Britton's next, a little bit over curved. And he's ready to go. Jesse Milner waiting for the first strike to come through before he moved the bat. And there it is. So he'll probably be looking at swinging now. 2-1 the count with 1 out on Jesse Milner. Cisne needs base runners. Dieterich would prefer them not get any. Three and 1 the count to Milner. Milner, the sophomore, watches ball 4 go through. So Cisne has some life with the big guns coming to plate. Timeout called by Coach Crumweedy is going to be it for Britton. We'll see if he's got somebody else in his up his sleeve. As you want to make sure all the fielders know what they're doing with a man on first base and clinging to a 1-run lead. You get the force play at second. He's saying, all right, fellas, get that force play at second. Just do what you need. And he's just trying to also burn a little clock here for his pitcher, make sure he's not tired. And he is not tired enough to pull him. So Britton will stay in the game. And Gavin Featherling will step in. Featherling's having a good day. He's 2 for 3 with a triple and a single. Flew out to center field his last time up back in the 5th. But that was a well-hit ball, and I tell you what, Dalton Will made a great play on it. Throw over, not in time. So Featherling trying to keep up some of that spanking the ball that he's been doing today. Britton has faced him once now. This is the second time. 1-run lead for Dieterich. Man on first. You got to figure that Milner's going to try to run. He won't have to. There is the balk. I wasn't looking at the pitcher, so I didn't see what he did, but no argument from anybody. Balk puts the scoring run, the tying run in scoring position. That's big. Featherling watches the pitch go by. It's ball 2. Check that, ball 1. One out. Top of the 7th inning. Cisne needs a run to extend. And spin, but no throw. I think he may have made a move without pulling his foot off the rubber earlier. I'm looking forward to seeing that. The throw home is a strike. Featherling doing a smart thing, waiting to get a strike as he wants to see if the pitcher is bothered by the runner. Milner a long way off of second base. He's got good speed. You got to figure base hit. He's got a really, really good chance of scoring to tie it up. 1-1 the count, 1 out. Now another turn by Pete Britton. Britton, one of several freshmen on the moving Maroons. As a matter of fact, when he's over there on the infield playing shortstop, the entire left side of the infield a freshman. Curveball is strike 2. Milner gets on by a walk. Takes second base on a balk. Looks to take third or home on a hit. Curveball popped out into right field. Room for Blake Lane. He makes the play, and Milner will advance. So, advancing on the flyout is Milner. 2 outs, Hunter Callahan. Callahan struck out his last time up against Britton. Milner at third. Well, this is where if you're the defense, if you're Dieterich or if you're Coach Crumweedy, you say, hey, don't throw down. Let him dance off all he wants. All he wants here. Up and in, ball 2. And if you are Pete Britton, you got an open base. You probably don't mind if Hunter Callahan reaches first as long as he doesn't reach home. 2 outs, 2-0 the count. Milner at third. Ball 3. And good play by Hunzinger to leave that and to keep that close as it bounced in front of the plate. There's Milner on third. Hunzinger goes out and talks to his pitcher. Matthew Hunzinger, a junior, the catcher, tells Pete, hey, just pay attention to the hitter, 3-0. Actually may tell him, walk him, but keep it close so that so the ball doesn't get away. Have the automatic walks in high school baseball. There's strike. They're not going to give in. They are not giving in to Hunter Callahan. Callahan, the big boomer, senior for Cisne. He got a double back in the third, and he knocks the tar out of that one foul on the left field line, and it's a full count. Dieterich's one strike away from the win today. Next from Britton. Takes his time. Checks the runner, and timeout called by Hunter Callahan. Britton was taking a little bit too much time for Hunter's taste. Full count, 2 outs, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Man on third, tying run. Swing and a knock to left field. That's going to get down and cut off out there by Gephardt, but the base hit will tie the game as Milner comes in to score. And ties the game up at 5. Sets it up for Eli Hasselton here. Hunter Callahan at first base. Big hit for the big man. Hasselton. Lefty hitter. Watches the curveball go past, and Pete Britton stuck his hand into his glove and may have uttered some words he didn't want anybody to hear. He says, doggone, I had the chance for the win there. And that ball gets away. Callahan will head to second base. It's 2-0 on Hasselton. I think Pete Britton just said some more words he didn't want anybody to hear. Well, because he's sticking his glove over his mouth. Josh Crumweedy has, he'll come out. He may have seen enough. You usually don't see a switch in the middle of a hitter, but the last 2 pitches from Britton not terrifically close. We'll see if he decides to keep him in. 2-0 the count, man on second base is Callahan. And Britton will remain. And they will walk Hasselton intentionally. With a man on second base, that makes sense. Intentional walk to Callahan. And that'll bring up Connor Brock, who is 0 for 3 today. Struck out looking his last 2 trips. Struck out swinging his first time up. Lead run is at second base for Cisne. We're tied up at 5 here in the top of the 7th inning. The lights are on. Next is fouled back and out of play. Cisne scored in the first, in the second, in the third, and in the 7th here to tie it up. On a walk and a base hit. A walk, a balk, basically a sack, sacrifice fly, and a base hit from Callahan. I'm wondering who Cisne's going to bring out to pitch if Callahan still has pitches left. 105's the limit. He's pitched 7 innings. That ball fouled back as well. Brock making contact. Connor's a junior. Callahan's at second base. Hasselton at first. 1-2 the count on Brock. And he swings and misses check swing, but he got around. It's going to be strike 3 anyway. But the running Lions do tie it on 2 walks and a base hit. And after 6.5, we'll go to the bottom of the 7th with a tie score, 5-5. Back after this.
Country Roads Realty goes the extra mile to take you home. Managing broker Jessica McCleary, along with Terry Weedman, Judy Reed, and Brandon Klein, bring commitment, integrity, and results, as well as 21st century technology to the business of real estate. Virtual house tours are always open at countryroadsrealty.net. Call Country Roads Realty at 842-SOLD and give Country Roads the chance to earn your business and to add you to their long list of satisfied clients.
I'm a bunch of wind, and just like your stomach after that strip mall sushi, I'm a bit unpredictable. Let's redecorate. What's the matter, Tanya? I thought you loved being spontaneous. And if you got the wrong home insurance coverage, I might break the bank too. So get Allstate.
Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. In Salem, call Brandy Drink Pool.
Nick Harrod's going to ride the horse what brung him, and that is Hunter Callahan. I said Callahan had pitched 7 innings. I was mistaken. Callahan has pitched 6th as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. And Hunter Callahan calls his teammates to the mound, says, let's try to get 3 outs. Coach Crumweedy spoke to his troops over there, says, hey, let's see if we can't get some runs. It'll be the top of the lineup for Dieterich, Pete Britton, followed by Dalton Will and Cole Nieberge. That's who you want if you're Coach Crumweedy. Dieterich is both these teams with winning records. Dieterich 8-7, Cisne at 3-2, and Callahan's ready to go. His first to Britton is high. Britton's 0 for 3 today. Popped out to the pitcher and then popped out to the second baseman. Last time up, he grounded out to third base, or to shortstop, excuse me. Dalton Will to follow, and then Cole Nieberge. 1-1 the count. And a shot to left is going to, I guess he got lost in the lights, and it's going to fall in between. Actually behind the left fielder, Leighton Atwood. Got over his head. He took a couple of steps in, and then all of a sudden realized that he didn't have it anymore. It is kind of a twilight field right now, twilight look. And Coach Howard will go out and talk to his pitcher. And I believe that's going to be it for Hunter Callahan. He will be replaced. He'll be replaced by Jesse Milner. Jesse Milner will warm up with a man on second base, and we'll be back right after these words.
At Back & Body Works Chiropractic, we help you feel better naturally. We can help your whole family from newborns to the elderly. We offer auriculotherapy for smoking cessation and appetite control. We use acupuncture to improve health and well-being in the mind and body. We offer high-quality herbal supplements for adults and children, as well as CBD oil. We also offer exercise classes for women of every age, size, and fitness level. Stop by and see us on the square in Louisville.
Call my mommy.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
So Jesse Milner checks in to a pitch, moves over from shortstop to pitch, and they'll move Connor Brock out to shortstop. I believe Hunter Callahan has been moved out to center field. And Miller turns around, looks at his fielder, says, hey, we're all ready to go. We're all ready to go. Milner will face Dalton Will. This has been a fun game. Back and forth, back and forth. Cisne led through 2.5 and then 3 runs from Dieterich. They led the rest of the way until that top of the 7th inning. Cisne gets a run. And now Dieterich threatening with Pete Britton out on second base, dancing after his double. Kind of a fluke double, but it's a double. Will fakes the bunt. Following Will will be Cole Nieberge. Will is hit by a pitch back in the 3rd. He grounded out to the shortstop in the 4th, struck out back in the 1st. Nieberge has reached twice, been hit by a pitch 2 times. That ball gets away, and the runner will head to 3rd. Wild pitch. And Cisne, or Dieterich, is 90 feet away from taking this game. Cisne's 90 feet away from a hard luck loss. 3-0 the count to Dalton Will. And man on third base. There's ball 4. I wouldn't be surprised Cole Nieberge walks to load the bases to set up a force at home. The runner at first doesn't matter. If you put a runner at second, he doesn't matter. It's the runner at third that matters. As Cole Nieberge steps out, Nieberge flew out to center his first trip of the day. Hit by a pitch and scored back in the 3rd. Hit by a pitch in the 5th. Curveball does not come in. 4-1. Nieberge, one of just 2 seniors on Dieterich's squad. Right-handed hitter, good power. Watches ball too high. Trying to get him to bite on that high one, and Nieberge says no thanks. 2-0. Miller's next, high ball 3. This, I believe, is the unintentional walk. Because I don't think Nieberge is going to get a pitch to hit on 3-0. He does. He just doesn't swing at it. 3-1. Might take another one. Wouldn't be surprised if they're asking him to take another one. And he does. Ball gets away. Play at the plate, and no play. That'll do it. Ball got away on ball 4. Nieberge walked, and the run scores on the wild pitch. What a crazy ending here in Dieterich, as the Dieterich moving Maroons knock off the Cisne Running Lions 6-5. We'll have totals and highlights for you in a moment.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
And welcome back here to Dieterich, home of the moving Maroons, as Dieterich comes back to beat the Cisne running Lions 6-5. A exciting ball game as Cisne led in the early going. They scored in the first. Scored 2 more in the second, led 3-0. That was followed by Dieterich scoring 2 in the second. That made it 3-2 heading into the third. Then Cisne scored 1 in the third. Dieterich scored 3 and responded with 3 in the third after on a couple of hit by pitches, and then a triple by Matthew Hunsinger. Base hit by Derek Kuhl scored that other run. And it was the Maroons moving ahead 5-4 back in the fourth. No more runs scored till the seventh as Jesse Milner scored for the Cisne running Lions on got a walk. He was balked to second base, and then he scored on he was sacrificed over to third, and he scored on a base hit from Hunter Callahan for the RBI there in the seventh inning. But in the eighth inning, or in the bottom of the seventh inning, the moving Maroons responded. They got the 1 run they needed for the win as it was tied up at 5. Pete Britton hits a long one out to left. It's got lost in the sky for the left fielder from Cisne, Leighton Atwood, and he ends up on second base. He gets to third on a wild pitch and scores the winning run on a wild pitch to end the game. 6-5 Dieterich over Cisne. Good pitching matchup. Hunter Callahan will take the loss. He gave up 6 runs on 5 hits. Got 5 strikeouts tonight in 7 innings. A couple of wild pitches and 3 hit by pitches, 2 walks. Jesse Milner, 2 walks and 2 wild pitches. For Dieterich, it was Cole Nieberger. He went 3. He gave up 4 runs on 7 hits, 5 strikeouts for Cole Nieberger. And then Pete Britton came in, pitched the rest of the way for Dieterich. He threw 4 innings, gave up only. Did he even give up a hit? He did give up the double in the 7th inning to Pete. He did give up a hit. No, he didn't he gave up the single to Hunter Callahan in the 7th, was the only hit that he gave up. Got 7 strikeouts, so 12 strikeouts for Dieterich over the course of the evening as the moving Maroons knock off Cisne by a final score of 6-5. Hey, thanks to all our fans for watching tonight. We appreciate it. Thanks to all of our sponsors for bringing you Wabash Catch TV Sports. Without those folks, we could not do it. For all of us here at Wabash Catch TV, my name is Bruce Dickey, reminding you tonight's final score. Dieterich defeats Cisne 6-5. So long from Dieterich.